Hi, Assalamualaikum. In this presentation, I will be talking about mindful listening, and I'll be interviewing my friend about mindful listening as well. So, let me just first start with what mindful listening is. Mindfulness means paying attention in a particular way, on purpose, in the present moment, and non judgmental. Mindfulness encourages us to be aware of the present moment and to let go of distractions and our physical and emotional reactions to what people say to us. So, how do we listen mindfully? First, being present. When we listen mindfully, our focus should be on the person we are listening to without distractions. So, how do we do that? First, simplify our surrounding. And secondly, give ourselves time so that we can take a minute or two to clear our mind before we meet with that particular person. And then we need to cultivate empathy. We often see the world through the lens of our own experiences, personality, and beliefs. When we are empathic, we can understand a situation from someone else's point of view. There are a number of strategies that we can use to develop this skill. For example, we can validate that particular person's perspective by acknowledging his or her opinion. It doesn't mean we have to agree with him, just that we accept that he has a different perspective from us. And also, we need to listen to our own cues. Our cues are our thoughts, feelings, and physical reactions that we have when we feel anxious or angry. And these thoughts can block out ideas and perspectives that we are uncomfortable with. Mindful listening can help us to be more aware of our cues and allow us to choose not to let them block communication. The rule is straightforward. Simply listen carefully and attentively. So, in our lives, there are occasions where we think that we should have listened when someone gave us their advice. So, have you faced such situation?
Yes.
Okay, can you explain a little bit more about this?
You know, when I finished my degree, that was in 2005, my father advised me to look for a job in Sabah, in my hometown. I did not think it was suitable for me because there were more job opportunities in KL.
You were studying in Kuala Lumpur.
Yes, I studied in Shah Alam actually.
Okay, okay. So you wanted to stay in KL
Yeah.
because there are
More
more
job
job opportunities in
opportunity,
KL. Against your father's advice.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So did you get a job in KL?
Yes, I managed to get a job. So I've been here for more than 20 years now.
Okay. Okay. So why do you think you should have listened to that advice now that you're after 20 years?
I think I made the right decision to look for a job in KL because I needed to secure a job after I graduated.
Okay.
But I think I should also listen to my dad advice that I should continuously look for a job in Sabah because for a long-term benefit, my parents are getting older, so I wish I would be able to see them more often and take care of them.
Okay. Okay. So before this, you were not thinking about it because you thought, okay, they're still young and you wanted to stay in KL. But now, after 20 years, you think perhaps you should have listened to them.
Yes, definitely, because I was too young that time.
Okay.
So I didn't
Okay.
think wisely maybe.
Okay. Okay. So, do you think that was actually the reason why your father advised you to look for a job in Sabah so that you can take care of them when they are older?
No, I don't think so. Actually, my father did explain to me about the reason. He thought that living in KL, living in Sabah, was less expensive. And secondly, if anything happened to me or if anything happened to them, I would have the support from my family members.
No, so it's actually easier for you to seek
Yes.
help if something happened,
Yes.
or if there's anything happen to them, you could easily go back to your place and then because it's distance wise,
Yes.
it's nearer for you
Yep, and less expensive.
and less expensive. Okay, so looking back, why was it important to you to listen in that situation?
I think it was important to listen this in that situation so that I would at least consider to start looking for a job in Sabah. I know it will take some time, but I would at least have more opportunities and a longer period of time to secure a job there.
So given a choice, what would you do differently? Would you sort of like get a job in KL and afterward, and immediately try to look for a job in Sabah as well?
Yes, actually, I'm still looking for a job in Sabah actually, but
Okay.
continuously looking that's
Okay,
suitable with
okay,
my qualification
okay.
and experience.
But ideally, in either situation, you would have listened to your father.
Yes.
Immediately after graduating, should already have started looking for a job in Sabah.
Yes.
That's what you're saying.
Yep.
Okay. So, finally, what did you learn from that experience?
I think from that experience, from that situation, I learned not to disregard totally other people's view. Maybe there are some reasons, some truth in the views that I think I did not think was important. So from my experience also, I learned that I should listen more to my parents because they are my parents. They are I believe all parents in the world, they try to do their best to the kids, try to give an advice to them
Okay.
for their benefit.
Okay. And I think it's quite common that we somehow thought it was actually not suitable for us when we were young, and after
Yeah.
20 years, 30 years, we think, okay, this is something better for us actually.
Mhm.
So I guess in a way, if to listen more mindfully would actually be better for us.
Yep.
So the fact that if we know how to listen mindfully, it would actually serve a better purpose for us in lives as well.
Yep.
Okay, so that is about all of my presentation so far. So thank you very much, everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Michael.